I've been leading the performance team here at Rappi for 3 years, focused in push channels, right? So essentially everything but search. So essentially we have, let's say, like two big challenges on the creative front, which I'm sure that a lot of companies share. That is that we are a global company. We operate in 9 countries, and therefore we have very global core processes, like for example, paid media management, or paid media management is something that is done, and growth in general, growth marketing is something that is like coordinated from global, but at the same time, local teams and local operations are very specific of that country, right? And that includes local marketing. So in 2 different countries, you may have 2 different market situations, two different company situations. You can have like 2 different things that the user values most, so, or X different things. So essentially communication, although you can manage like pay media, or you can kind of guide and manage marketing from a global perspective, when it comes to really get to the right message, get the right message in the right market, then local tropicalization is key, right? So it's very important for us. So essentially this gives us, presents us with the challenge of needing to build a lot of creatives every single month, a lot of creatives, which are at the same time tailored for each country, right? So that's challenge 1, essentially scale, right? We need to nurture a lot of channels with different creatives for each one of the countries that we operate in. So scale is one challenge. And the other challenge is more related to analytics and performance, right? Because then you have a lot of creatives that you need to understand which ones are working best and which ones are not, right? Well, which ones we should continue, which value props, which deals, which creative reference or what message is really being successful in each one of the countries, right? So that is where the analytics part comes in. So that was the challenge, right? Scale in production plus analytics also at scale, and understanding of performance in order to effectively iterate. As you know, like paid media challenges you to permanently refresh creatives in order to avoid creative fatigue and in order to avoid loss in performance. So the 2 things are very, very important. Yeah, and we were operating with Smartly. Smartly did have, I guess that for the scaling part, they were good. So scaling production part, they were good. We were doing the same volume, but we found in Rocketium other specific tools for that scaling, which essentially made it easier. For example, the use of specific formats and the video capabilities that Rocketium had versus Smartly, that was important. Here is it, right? Like we leverage more than 100,000 creatives between video and images across 10 or more channels. So it becomes very, like, including social media, programmatic, display channels, search channels. So it's a lot of countries, a lot of creatives, and a lot of channels. Each channel has its own specific dimensions, formats. So it's very complex to do this very quickly and at scale. And then from the analytics part, I think was probably like another big change, because Rocketium allowed us to standardize in an automated way all our taxonomy within the tool, plus build common dashboards and analytics Smartly didn't have that consolidated view of analytics, of performance analytics, that we required in order to effectively assess and react quickly at the speed that we needed, right?